the defense to come down and collapse leads to open 3 opportunities.
Clark nudged by Carrington.
Trash talk is part of the game, but if you come for Caitlin Clark, you better be ready, because she won't just clap back, she'll drop 30 on you. Sink logo threes and make sure the highlight lives forever.
Responded to by Marina Mabry. And here is Clark, wide open, knocks down a triple.
Well, Clark runs Carrington into Alyssa Thomas.
From the moment she turned pro, Clark has had a target on her back, whether it's opposing players trying to rattle her or crowds booing from the stands. But here's the thing, it never ends well for them. Let's break down the most iconic moments when Caitlin Clark silenced the doubters and taught trash talkers a lesson they won't forget.
30-point game of the season, and an enemy territory gets this kind of salute.
The first unforgettable moment was in a high-stakes college matchup against undefeated South Carolina in March 2024, when the crowd erupted with chants of "Overrated," trying to shake Caitlin's confidence. Clark's response? A laugh. She didn't need words because her game did the talking. She took over, draining deep threes and delivering masterful assists that had the crowd flipping from jeers to cheers. By the end, those same hecklers were left humiliated, heads down, faces covered in embarrassment. And to make it even sweeter, the camera crew captured Caitlin's signature pettiness, zooming in on the silenced haters at just the right moments. Final stat line, 42 points. And if the haters learned anything, it's this: trash talk Caitlin Clark at your own risk. Coming up next is the time when one of college basketball's fiercest trash talkers, Louisville's Hailey Van Lith, unleashed her competitive fire in the Elite 8 showdown against Iowa on March 26, 2023. The game was a clash of skill, confidence, and, most importantly, who could back up their words. After sinking a bucket, Van Lith turned to Caitlin Clark, chirping away, trying to get inside her head. But if there's one thing we know about Clark, it's that she lets her game do the talking. And talk it did! Clark put on a masterclass, effortlessly draining deep threes, dictating the pace, and proving that Iowa was on another level. But the moment that went viral was when Clark looked right at Van Lith and casually waved her hand in front of her face, hitting John Cena's iconic "You Can't See Me."
I don't know what that means.
By the final buzzer, Van Lith was visibly frustrated as Clark stole the spotlight, delivering a historic 42-point triple-double and leading Iowa to the Final Four, ultimately reaching the national championship.
Remarkable. Absolutely remarkable.
Within that same game, another showdown unfolded, but this time, it wasn't just about scoring, it was about making a statement. With 3 minutes left on the clock, Louisville prepared to inbound the ball. That's when Clark, caught on camera, turned to Hailey Van Lith and dropped an instant classic. "You're down 15 points. Shut up."
3, Clark. Will they give her a rebound? They will, I'm guessing, but they'll also give her a travel. So Clark up to 9 boards, but she turns it over.
That moment perfectly captured Clark's competitive fire and her ability to back up her words with elite-level play, and that's exactly what she did. With that dominant performance, she led Iowa to a 97-83 victory over Louisville, leaving no doubt about who ran the show. But that was just the beginning, because things took an even wilder turn as Caitlin Clark faced off against Angel Reese in the highly anticipated WNBA showdown between the Indiana Fever and Chicago Sky on June 1st, 2024. Clark entered the WNBA with unmatched hype, but not everyone was thrilled about it. And on that fateful night, tensions erupted quickly. Clark, as always, put on a show, but it didn't take long for the opposition to target her. Chennedy Carter delivered a hard foul, stepping aggressively into Clark's space before ramming into her and sending her crashing to the floor.
Mabry doubled off to Carter. Her jumper is good. Chennedy Carter now with 12 points off the bench.
From the sidelines, Angel Reese hyped up her teammate for roughing Clark up, but later she rejoined the action and got physical with Caitlin herself.
Wheeler hits the deck, an opportunity here for Chicago. Here is Carter. Kicking it out. Evans fakes the three, takes the two, and knocks it down. A lot of contact from Reese on Clark underneath.
It was all an attempt to shake Clark's confidence, but it didn't work. She didn't argue, she didn't complain, she just locked in and did what she does best. Despite the physicality, Clark kept attacking the basket, threading pinpoint passes and drilling deep threes. Indiana took control, and she let her game do the talking. When the final buzzer sounded, the Fever had the win, and Clark had once again reminded everyone who rules the court. But the drama didn't end there. Carter's foul became a hot topic in the postgame, but after being humbled by Clark's performance, she refused to answer any questions.
Turn to you a little bit?
Yeah.
After the
I ain't answering no Caitlin Clark questions.
Did she say anything to you?
I don't know what she said.
What'd you say to her?
I didn't say anything.
That's enough.
And just when you thought the physical play was over, another test awaited Caitlin Clark. On June 10th, 2024, during a matchup between the Indiana Fever and Connecticut Sun, Chennedy Carter had tried to rough up Clark, giving her a hard nudge as she drove inside. But instead of simply committing the foul, Carrington took it a step further by mocking Clark right after.
The defense to come down and collapse leads to open three opportunities.
Clark nudged by Carrington.
First ever game of the WNBA, forcing 10 turnovers. Right there you see Chennedy Carter.
Clark took note, and in their next showdown, she delivered her payback on the court. She blew past Carrington with ease, making her look helpless before sinking a three-pointer to put the exclamation mark on it.
Responded to by Marina Mabry. And here is Clark, wide open, knocks down a triple.
Well, Clark runs Carrington into Alyssa Thomas.
But she wasn't done. At one point, Clark dribbled right through Carrington, leaving her scrambling and looking completely lost.
What does Clark have up her sleeve this time? Oh, she gets it to go. Maybe could have got a foul there.
Indiana Fever secured the win, and by now, one thing was clear for Carrington. Trash-talking Caitlin Clark only adds fuel to the fire. But if there was one WNBA legend who refused to back down, it was Diana Taurasi. Even before the season tipped off, Taurasi had some bold words for Caitlin Clark, warning that she was in for a rude awakening at the pro level. Reality was coming, she said.
Caitlin's coming. There's more than just that are coming. What will the league have in store for them when they get there?
Reality is coming.
Okay.
There's levels to this thing.
The anticipation for their first showdown only grew as Taurasi made her long-awaited return to the court. And when Indiana and Phoenix finally clashed, the moment lived up to the hype. Taurasi, never one to hold her tongue, had plenty to say to Clark throughout the game. But Clark? She let her game do the talking. She lit up Phoenix, drilling deep threes and threading pinpoint assists, delivering Taurasi a reality check of her own.
Hopper back out to Taurasi for three. Clark with the board.
Diana Taurasi has 48 triples coming into the game.
Logo! Clark deep three, and the lead is down to 5. Clark, nice feed. Wallace with the layup.
After the game, when asked about Taurasi's comments, Clark just smiled and kept it short.
Your idols, how big is it for you to get a win here against her today?
I'm just happy we won. It was cool to play against her.
Her message was clear. The scoreboard speaks louder than words. And if there's one thing Caitlin Clark does best, it's humbling doubters. And now, another doubter enters the spotlight. Coach Cheryl Reeve, the one who made the shocking decision to leave Caitlin Clark off the Olympic team.
Caitlin Clark might make you want to lose every game, but not here, not in Minnesota.
On July 14th, 2024, in a moment that felt almost poetic, Caitlin Clark sent a Minnesota defender to her knees, as if delivering the perfect response to Coach Reeve, the same coach who said, "Not in Minnesota." What better way to serve a humbling reminder?
And Cheryl.
Clark.
If there's one thing we've learned is this. Coming for Caitlin Clark comes with consequences. She won't just prove you wrong, she'll make sure the whole world sees it. Just ask Angel, or Taurasi, or Carrington. One by one, they tried, and now they're the ones left covering their faces in embarrassment. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more unforgettable Caitlin Clark's moments. See you in the next one.